Good morning, friends. I am here to share some thoughts that are coming up again for me, and would love to know what you're also thinking about these things. So, it's regarding companies and how they're choosing to show up right now. And what I just want to say is that I don't think there's one way of showing up. I don't think that there's a right way. Um, but I think that there is a mindful way. And there's a way of showing up that it shows that the company has been reflective and actually taken the time to really um, take a stand that comes from a really meaningful and honest place. And so what I'm noticing is a lot of companies are sharing on their Instagram or their website or whatever platform that they've donated money to, an anti-racism organization, Black Lives Matter, something to do with the cause, which is amazing, right? Like, we need that. We need money to help all of these organizations to be able to create change. So yes, it's important. And I also just want to say that I think that it's part of their responsibility. We buy lots of products from them. We show support for their company, for their brand, and I think that it is part of their karmic duty to also give back to the people who support them. So yes, it's great, and I just think it's the way that things are supposed to function. And what I'm noticing is a lot of, employees, customers, ambassadors are speaking up on these platforms and saying, "Oh, I work for the best company. I'm so proud to work for this company because they've donated all this money." And yes, like, I think again, it's great, but let's just be really cautious to not celebrate so quickly. I think sometimes we celebrate too soon, and what it does is it gets people off the hook so that they don't have to create any deeper changes. And I think that what is so important right now is that companies, yes, give back, but what is the most important thing is that they look at how they can change within their structure, within the organization, within the company, because this is where they're going to make the biggest change. And I get that that takes time and that takes tons of conversations. Um, and I think to even just say, like, these are the things that we're slowly working on is really important to give people the satisfaction that more is being done. And also just really questioning whether sometimes people hide behind these types of actions. I think we've seen this for many years where companies do these kinds of things just so that they don't have to be in the real conversation. So, again, just something to think about and reflect when we're looking at how companies are choosing to stand up. And one more thing that was coming up for me is, I'm seeing a lot of conversation around actions speak louder than words, or words have power, but actions have more power. And, for sure, there's truth in this. And what I think it's also saying is that, um, again, it's like this versus that. Like, one thing is better than the other. And they're not, right? I think that words are important and actions are important. And if we really want to, look at what's going on in the world, a lot of the problems that we have come from the fact that one is outweighing the other, right? And what in order to create a world of authenticity and integrity, we need to have both working side by side. So our words match our actions and vice versa. So I think it's also, something to just think about when we throw these things out there, and recognizing too, like, I was thinking about this when we say that actions are more important. There's lots of times in people's lives where they actually can't take any action, because of restrictive forces, and so all they have is their words. And then there's times where, people can't speak up and all they have is their action. So at the end of the day, both are really important. And where I think we need to push companies and push ourselves is to have those things be side by side and equally as important so that we can actually create change. Um, yeah, that's just my thoughts for today, thinking about how we can create more balance between things and less segregation, and weighing one thing as more important than the other, and learning how do we allow both things to exist so that we can create that balance. Would love to know what you think about this or your thoughts or feelings. I hope that you have an amazing day. I'm sending you tons of love, light, and hugs, and I'll talk to you soon.